Hey everyone, welcome back into Family Porties, hanging out with Lily and Porter's litter, born on August 1st. These guys are doing great. They're about 5 weeks old, not quite, right on that kind of precipice, I guess, and just really doing great. So we're gonna do a two-part series this time around. This week we're gonna talk about their size and their conformation and their coloration. And we did names, we did pictures, but next week we're going to talk more about their personalities and go further in depth. So for this week, just a little bit more of the basic info, and then next week we'll really dive into their temperament and everything. So some of you guys might have it narrowed down pretty good this week already. Some of you families on the litter list might need next week yet. So we're going to go through some interesting colorations, some interesting things to keep an eye on. Oops, I'm sorry. There you are. And so definitely some different colorations and different things to point out. So we'll just kind of go through, talk about each one. Again, this is Lily and Porter's litter. Hi. So we'll just kind of start going through. So starting things off, we got Macy here. Macy is a primarily black and white. Now she has a really cool pearlescent coming through with that chocolate, kind of coming through over the top by the ears. And it's just a nice little kind of a tint coming through. So she's got a little bit of white on the back, white up front, kind of those tippy toes covered. And then you got the white tuxedo up front as well. Hi. So that's Macy up front here. Now as far as size goes, this concrete is a little bit slick for him. As far as size goes, she is one of the bigger girls. I'd say she's top 3 as far as size. So one of the bigger girls, and we'll kind of go through and show each one. The one I have right here is the biggest one, biggest fluff ball as well. And we'll go through. So this is Madison right here, and Madison's the heaviest one. Now she doesn't stand the tallest, but she's very heavy. She's very chunky. Now for her, she kind of has an interesting coloration as well. So she's kind of got blonde coming through on the sides here, by the ears, and then around the face and around the like on the ears and kind of the tail area. It's very like kind of a dark chocolate. So kind of a different coloration there as well. And she is along with one of the girls. So she's the heaviest. This is the smallest girl. We're one of the smallest. There's 2 very small girls. And this one right here, this is Molly, and she has that same pearlescent. So you got kind of the blonde coming through, and then on the toes of, or kind of the legs, she has kind of a dark chocolate over the tail there as well, and then you got a little bit of darker chocolate on the face and on the ears. So she's a small little girl. Then we got one more really small one, and her name is Mochi. And she is, I would say, the smallest. These 2 are very, very similar, but Mochi just weighs a little bit less. And she's a feisty little girl. She's a good time. We got such a kick out of her so far. She's fun. But she has more of that standard chocolate coming through. So you kind of got a darker chocolate throughout, kind of an even coloration, and she's going to stay pretty small. I feel like she's just smaller in general. So really cute girl. Her name's Mochi. And then I think we got 2 more to talk about here. We'll go through. We got one curly head over here. Hi. She is one of the more laid back girls, but we'll get into that next week, of course, a little bit for. And this girl's name is Milani. Milani is a black and white. Now she does have a little bit of that chocolate coming through as well, kind of over the ears, kind of coming through as a pearlescent. So, but beautiful girl. You got the white tippy toes covered in white there in the back and up front, kind of the bottom of the feet. I'll show you here. Bottom of the feet are a little bit white, so just a little bit, and then you got the tuxedo in the back. So again, that's Milani. And then is it Minnie? Yeah, I think Minnie's the one we still need to talk about. Let's see if I can find her. I believe she's right here. But yeah, so this is Minnie. And she's a chocolate. She's more of a darker chocolate coloration, more of that deeper chocolate overall. Just one coloration. Kind of got the back paws covered there, the hind paws, and then the front also have kind of the bottom of those paws covered in that nice tuxedo. So really a beautiful litter here. And I mean, it's a little bit early to kind of go through their personalities, so I kind of wanted to do a two-part series here. Kind of the first time we've done that. Normally we just wait, but right now we kind of have these guys coming up, and we wanted to get started a little bit and give everyone a good idea of where we're at. So hopefully this will help a little bit. Then we got 4 more boys to talk about, so we'll get to these guys next. Okay, moving on to the boys. We'll start big and keep rolling here. So we got Mr. Mickey here. Mickey is the biggest in the litter in general. What's up, buddy? He is the big loafer. Got most white out of the blacks. He's got more of a solid coloration throughout. Overall, he just has more solid black. He's kind of got a collar wrapping around, that white tip tail, the high socks. He's got everything going for him. And he's more laid back so far, but we'll get into that later. But so far, the biggest boy. So that's one. And then moving on, we got Max here. Max is that chocolate and white. It's kind of the typical chocolate and white coloration. The white socks, the high white socks overall. He's in the middle of the pack. I'd say him and Mason are probably the 2 smaller ones out of the boys, and then Miles and Mickey are the 2 big boys. So, and then yeah, we got Mr. Mason over here. These 2 boys are very similar. The only difference I see is Mason has just a little bit more white on the back, on the legs. Not so much on the legs actually, but more on the face. He actually has smaller, shorter socks, but he has that nice white tip tail overall. And then we got I'm missing his name, Miles here. He is the big fluff ball. He's a big dude. And hey, how are you? You just want attention? Yeah. He's got more of that curly coat. Big difference in the coat. Definitely more leaning towards that curly coat. Not a lot of white. He's just going to be a big, solid chocolate fluff ball. Beautiful guy there for Miles. So really a nice litter. I'm very excited. If anyone has any questions, let me know. There's some beautiful pups here available. There's definitely some availability still on this list, so if anyone wants to hop on the list and get on the list for a litter pick, feel free to reach out. And you can always hop on the website as well and place a reservation too, so feel free to do so. But again, my name is Jay Miller here at Family Porties. My number is 330-621-3917. Feel free to call or text me anytime. And thanks for tuning in again, and we'll see you next time.